AITA, if I told my mother that she shouldn't judge me for eating candy when she smokes. I am an aspiring model. I've tried to contact many modeling agencies, but they never respond. My mother is a smoker and a diagnosed narcissist. She constantly tells me that I'm not good enough to try out modeling. One time, she said that if I kept on eating sweets I would be too fat to be a model and that they probably don't contact me because they don't want a future fatty. I just snapped and said, who's the one smoking? That is a way worse habit. I'm not the one dying of lung cancer, so, am I the AH here? AITA for killing my neighbor's dog? I ran a dog walking business in 1990. My neighbor wanted me to walk her dog since she had to go to work. It was out of nowhere, but of course, I said yes, because my mom was behind on bills and I wanted to help out. A car hit her dog while I was walking it. I went to juvenile detention for about 3 years. In 2022, my neighbor suddenly got in contact with me and demanded compensation. I said no, because it was too long ago. Mind you, I was 9 when her dog died, so I had assumed she knew I learnt my lesson. I feel guilty about it and I already received the punishment. So am I the AH here? AITA for telling my husband I told you so and laughing at me when we got the paternity test results. I, 27F, have been married my husband, 28M, for 2 years and gave birth to our daughter 5 weeks ago. I'll try to keep this short so I don't waste your time with any irrelevant details. What happened was that our daughter came out with blonde hair and pale blue eyes, while my husband and I have brown hair and brown eyes. My husband freaked out at this and refused to listen to my explanation that, sometimes, babies are born with lighter hair and eyes that get darker over time. He demanded a paternity test and threatened to divorce me if I didn't comply, so I did. After my daughter and I got home from the hospital, my husband went to stay at his parents' house for the first 3 weeks to get some space from me, while I recovered and he told them what was happening. My MIL called and informed me that if the paternity test revealed that the child wasn't his, she would do anything within her power to make sure that I was taken to the cleaners during the divorce. I had my sister to lean on and help me take care of the baby during this. We got the results back yesterday, and my husband came home to view them with me. I was on the couch in the living room, so he sat next to me and we started to read the results. They showed that he was the father and my husband had this shocked, kinda mortified look on his face with his eyes wide as he stared at it. I couldn't help but say, I told you so, and started laughing at the way he looked. My husband snapped out of his shock and got mad at me for laughing at him. We argued for a bit, which was mainly him yelling at me, before my sister came downstairs and my husband shut up. After that, my husband went back to his parents' house to clear his head, and 2-3 hours later, my MIL called to scold me about laughing in my husband's face, because apparently it was kicking him while he was down. She's also left a couple nasty texts essentially saying the same thing this morning. I don't think I'm an AH, but I'd like outsider perspective on this. Edit, I didn't realize I put me instead of him. Sorry, I have a headache. Edit, since someone asked in the comments, but I can't find it anymore, I have zero history of cheating.